Right. Oh crap, I need alt tab out of it again, which means it's probably gonna crash this time. It doesn't like alt tabbing too many times. You can get away with it like once or twice. And then it will just flip you the middle finger and crash. Seem to have gotten away with it again, luckily. Okay, so where we left off is we finished off the traffic desk, and we are now heading into the homicide desk, which is generally my favorite of the desks. I think that's probably true for most people. I wouldn't know what the least favorite desk would be. I can tell you for sure that this is my favorite desk. Once again, it's going to be locked at 30 FPS because the car handling is worse and the facial animations supposedly break. But every time I played at 60 FPS, the facial animations were fine. It was just the car handling that broke. One of the other physics things probably broke too, but just weren't noticeable because who gives a shit.
All right, gentlemen, take your seats. Let's get this over before lunch. Floyd Rose of the Homicide Squad has decided to take early retirement. We will all miss Floyd and the steely edge he brought to his police work.
Yes.
The department
The
has
corrupt
arranged
asshole.
a wee drink at the Galway Arms to quench the mighty thirst a man gets from 25 years of police work. Floyd's departure leaves a place at the top table, and the chief has seen fit to promote Cole Phelps from burglary
So he's
to the
not the
homicide
chief.
desk.
Who is he?
Stand up, Phelps. Take a chair. You're in the major leagues now, Sonny. Rusty Galloway, a fine lawman
Rusty
of the old
Galloway,
school,
there we
will
go.
be taking you under his wing. Your first case is the murder of a woman, found last night and bearing all the signs of the werewolf. Get out to the scene,
That
lads.
last night, after I beat her to death with a tire iron.
I don't mind that you're talking, so long as you don't mind that I'm not listening.
Wow, what a classic insult that lady just had.
Do you have the
Randomly burning
address?
someone.
It's been all over KGPL. It's off Temple Street, between Belmont and Glendale.
What does
Just the guy from the
KGPL
paper
stand
solved
for?
that big case.
Nice day for it.
You ought to meet Joe's buddy. He's
What would be the big case I would have solved at this point? The guy from the papers that solved that big case. What big case at this point has he had? Done. That's the proper answer. Done. Yep. Yep.
What happened to Rose?
Parker wants the chief's job. Word is it's either going to be him or Thad Green. So they're both clearing the decks.
So where does that leave you, Galloway?
Leaves me saddled with a chump like you, Phelps. I
Right.
didn't ask for you, and I don't want you, so keep it to yourself.
So you liked
See if you
Floyd
can learn
Rose?
something about seeing how a real cop
Oh,
acts.
motherfucker, you cut
What did
off
he
a
mean by
car
the
that's
werewolf?
actively using siren.
Medallion. The Daily News came out calling him the werewolf killer. The Examiner came up with the Black Dahlia.
We any closer to catching him?
Not a chance. 6 months and hundreds of guys running down leads, and we got nothing.
You don't think this has anything to do with it?
No, I don't. 90% of murders are domestic, Phelps. Some guy gets into a beef with his wife, he takes it too far. This will be the same. But cutting someone in half...
Any central unit, car 16 Adam reports a possible jumper at 8th and Hope. The
Oh,
Methodist
yeah,
Church
this
unit
one.
to handle code 2 identify.
You can save this one though. It's not that hard.
I'll do it! So help me God, I'll jump!
You need to get up there. Let me do the talking, detective. I know a ton of this psychology stuff. You take the back alley and find a way up there.
Cool.
Come on, Phelps, let's
Do
get
a
moving.
flip, you wimp.
You jumping?
That's the
You
guy.
ain't got
Make
the
sure you warn me
balls.
before you do.
I will! Now that's an oxymoron for you. Wait. What?
I know a lot of
think
this
you're thinking Hope
psychology
too,
stuff.
Rusty?
I'll bring you down with me, Phelps.
Nice. Good banter. I like how his first statement is trying for reverse psychology. Not the greatest move. That was some sympathy.
Come on, then, Lightfoot.
No offense, but I don't want you splashed on my shoes.
Are you crazy? What are you trying to do?
Stop you
I
from
remember my
getting
first
blood on your
jumper.
shoes.
This what you wanted?
I can't do it. I'll come quietly. I need some help. Please. You gotta get me some help.
You're a danger to yourself and to others.
Yeah. Goddamn right. Saved a life. What did you do today? I saved a bunch of ones and zeros from splatting into a bunch of other ones and zeros. Pretty hardcore like that. Damn it.
I don't need this.
Yes, you do. It's all about that driving, though. I mean, look at this beautiful building out there.
Don't turn here.
Rusty Galloway, one of my favorite characters in this game, actually. Even though he's an alcoholic prick. Ooh. Alright, pretty nice drift.
Go right through here.
Really? Oh, good thing I decided to press that button because I would have gone straight. Or I would have
You don't need to turn here.
taken the left. Maybe down at 2nd Street?
It's left at the next intersection.
Yep, 2nd Street.
If we survive this, it's going to be a miracle.
Oh, wow. Really dented the hell out of this car. Whoops. Yeah, there's a reason why bumpers exist. Call the city. Oops.
Just go easy, Phelps.
My, flag player popped up a notification, so I went to see what it said.
All units in the vicinity in any Central unit.
My
A
fuck.
211 and shots fired, 410 South Flower Street. Units that can handle code 3
Isn't I
identified.
just over South Flower Street?
Okay, at the next corner, go right.
No. Yeah, serious. This corner? Right, shortcut. Yeet.
Is this real?
Don't turn here. Take the next left. Okay, so go left at the next one.
I think I see what it's trying to get me to do. Oh, you fuck. Why would you pull forward?
Police! Police! He's
Sideswiped you.
Get out of
That's
the
not
way!
what
There's a
sideswipe
madman
is.
on the loose!
Someone, please.
I'm not just a madman. I'm freaking loco.
All units in the vicinity in any Central unit. A 211 and shots fired, 410 South
Oh, this
Flower
one's
Street.
interesting.
Units that can handle code 3.
Tables are turned now, haven't they, boys?
What a very
Hey, look, old man,
inventive name.
Just quit shooting. The hell I will. I'm getting pretty tired of losing my weekly take to you punks.
You ain't gonna last long in a tin shack.
I think this one's actually rather easy to fail.
Damn them, this is a $30 suit.
Find some cover!
I want to run a little bit faster. I am holding shift. Can I lose them? They're just shooting at nothing now. I can't remember if I can lose them or not. Ooh. God, I didn't run into that train. I was not prepared for it.
This is car 11K. Shots fired at South Flower Street, Scott's Garage. It's code 4 here, but suspect is down. I need an ambulance and coroner.
11K, roger on the ambulance and coroner. All units,
Well,
11K
that's
reports code 4 on the
two
shooting
side
at 410
missions,
South
so
Flower
you know
Street,
what?
Scott's
Might
Garage,
actually
code
be
4.
worth
You drive. I
might
need
be
to go over
worth
the
having
case
him
notes.
drive so that I can actually, you know, start the real case. Ah, yes. Dead, go to lie.
How about a scoop for the Examiner, Galloway? You could use some good press.
Another tramp, another message. Is the werewolf back in business, boys?
Do you have a mother, asshole? A sister? How about showing some respect for this poor woman? Let us do our job,
Respect
and
in
Detective
a way.
Galloway will give you a statement later.
He's good, Rusty. He even sounds genuine.
That's Phelps, guys. The war hero. Defending the honor of murdered humps.
You're used to it, Phelps. Moving along, guys. You got your pictures, you got your headlines. Now scram.
Trollman, this your beat?
Yes, sir. Well, part of it. Kids park here, they use it like a lover's lane. It's a working neighborhood. Some trouble, but nothing like this. It's known locally as the Moors.
You were first on the scene?
Yes, detective.
No
I
one's
don't
disturbed
think
the body.
a place called the
No,
Moors
sir. We
would
cleared
ever
out them
be
vulture
a
reporters so Pinker and the coroner could
romantic
work.
place to me.
They're waiting to talk to you.
Go house to house and see what you come up with. What can you tell me about the shoe prints?
Men's size 8s. Pinker lifted impressions for me to compare back at the lab.
Has the scene been secured?
Patrolman Houlihan saw to it. The victim's personal effects are still where they fell.
Cause of death?
It could be the head
I'd like to point
injuries.
out that this is perfectly
Yeah,
okay
they
according to YouTube's
What caused the blunt force injury to the face?
rules
Could be
as far as I'm
anything from
aware
a baseball
because
bat to a
it
lug
is
wrench.
in the game
I'll have
and
more
I'm not
details
doing
after the
anything to
autopsy.
exaggerate its presence. I'm not inappropriately focusing on anything. I'm just getting what needs to be done and continuing on.
What about this wound?
Did
on the
Dahlia
finger?
ever really refer to
Something
himself as the
removed.
Dahlia?
A ring, most likely.
Can't
I assume
recall.
it was taken post-mortem.
Interesting.
It is interesting indeed.
What does the writing on the victim mean?
BD, like Dahlia? Tex? Your guess is as good as mine. Could be something to it, or it could be the killer's trying to throw you off the scent. Either way, I'll run tests on the lipstick.
Any idea of the time of death?
From the temperature, I'd say after midnight. I'll confirm with you later.
Imagine never being reduced to a temperature.
The victim's bag? Looks brand new. Can't be the one
Nothing
used
on
on
the
the
bottom.
body.
Yes, the personal effects were left where they fell until Detective Phelps got his hands on them.
Sounds some kind of puzzle or parlor game.
Una poca de grasa. Bottom one is one that's stuck. So, oh, hold on. Perfect. That'd be a pretty cool lighter, in my opinion. I'd collect it.
Lighter?
I do collect lighters, so. Oh.
Can we get to the bomba? A man could die of thirst on a case like this.
And I did buy the remastered edition of this game on the Xbox, so I might restream it with the remaster at some point. For now, I'm gonna finish it on PC because I bothered to start playing it. I think the worst part would be, honestly, relearning how to shoot on controller. I mean, for a third-person shooter. Much preferred computer throughout the days and age. No.
They're going straight here.
The werewolf?
For my money, a copycat.
We can't rule it out. We need to work the evidence.
You'd love that, wouldn't you? A big head to hang on your wall. The caller of the decade. You've been working evidence on BD case for 6 months and got nicks.
There's a difference, Rusty.
Oh, yeah?
I just started working it today.
Okay, hotshot. What's more likely? The werewolf comes back around, leaving us unknown in a corpse?
He clearly has a thing for power. Power over women. Why not power over the police department as well?
Let me finish, Phelps. A guy opens his mouth again after 6 months of stum. Or some opportunist who's been reading about the BD figures, he'll rip off the MO and get himself a freebie.
That's not totally fantastical.
You know, the Examiner and the Daily News might be good at coming up with monikers, but they're terrible for police work. There's a reason we didn't get the son of a bitch after the short murder. It was them, locusts.
Ooh, where do you think the werewolf killer is now?
Dead by his own hand, stationed somewhere else with the armed forces. San Quentin, another town, another country, who knows? So, Phelps, I understand you want to turn this into a big case, but it doesn't work like that, all right? A case will come and find you. Can't make it something it ain't, understand?
So you don't think the werewolf has continued to operate in the Los Angeles area?
No chance. We would have found him.
This officer needs help. Bank of America, 7th and Olive. Officer needs help. Bank of America, 7th and Olive, at 211 in progress and shots fired. Unit to handle code 3, identify.
Where'd you learn how to drive?
Bouncing back and forth. Thanks, KGPL. I don't think this is Car 11 King anymore, though. Let me just take a picture. Are there shutter speeds fast enough to take a good picture of an in-motion vehicle in the 40s? Legitimate question. I don't know the history of photography enough to answer.
Take the next right.
I just wish that it would spawn the ones closer to where I'm fucking going, where I already am. Spawning the ones that are really far away. And I will have a massive amount of time to get all these done too, because whatever I don't get done, I'm gonna do free roam. I'm gonna finish it. I'm gonna finish off some stuff.
Officer needs help. Bank of America, 7th and Olive, at 211 in progress and shots fired. Unit to handle code 3, identify.
We always get here just as something action-y is happening.
What's the situation? Half a dozen shooters, sir. Cold-blooded sons of bitches. Real professionals.
What do you mean?
Witnesses say they bounced in, aced the guards, and went straight downstairs. Christ knows who they're working for, but whatever's in that vault, they want it bad.
Ace the guard. Son.
You picked the wrong bank to rob, my friend.
Move it inside.
No professionals, they leave their heads exposed.
Come on, make a
For
push
Cole
for the
Phelps to save the day. The professional actors, they make Phelps look good. The LAPD hires them every now and then, specifically for this
I'll lay down
purpose.
some suppression fire.
Don't take the cover that I intend on taking, please. Oh. Tap. Do you recover health? I can't remember. Looks like it's coming back.
They've blocked the goddamn stairs. Detective, take the elevator.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
I'll wait here.
Yeah, that's an even better idea.
Don't give them a chance to regroup.
Wish me luck.
Just, get in the elevator where the door's gonna open and it's gonna ding, letting them know, hey, bad guy incoming, see?
Your buddies upstairs are dead. That leaves you, pal.
What? How?
Give it up, chump. I know you're there.
You just yelled out, so I know that you're there.
Just you and me. You can live to tell the tale.
Let's be honest, can he? I feel like shooting him anyways, Phelps.
There he is.
Yep.
That's it. That's all of them.
Like that, he's yelling that as he's still firing a gun in the air, in the middle of dying. You can see dust fall from the ceiling.
Car 11K. Shots fired,
It is car
suspects are down.
11K.
We're code 4 here, but I need an ambulance at Bank of America. 7th and Olive. Notify coroner and detective headquarters.
Roger on your ambulance 11K. All units, code 4 on the 211 at Bank of America. Code 4.
You're behind the wheel.
Just because of how long of a fucking drive it is. It's actually insane how long the drive can be. I'm going to carry around the teaser. Most of the time, it's usually both. I would love it if bars still advertised that they were air conditioned.
Gentlemen, what can I get you?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Were you working here last night?
Yes. How can I help, officer?
You can start with your name.
Garrett Mason.
You're the regular bartender on nights?
I'm a temporary barman. I work for an agency. I fill in at bars across town.
Do you remember a woman who came in here last night? 5 feet 7.
Doesn't seem like a
about
great
110
idea when it
pounds,
comes to running
blonde
bars
hair,
to let
about 40
random
years of
people
age.
run.
You mean Celine Henry?
Yes. Do you know anything about her?
I don't. But the owner, Mr. McCall, serves her most nights. Would you like to speak to him?
I would.
He sits at the back of the club. Wears a hibiscus. You can't miss him. Is there anything else?
Inquire away, Phelps. I'll stay here. I'm a little parched. Pour me 3 fingers of rye.
3 fingers.
A waitress. Can I have another spoon?
I'd be
Detective Phelps,
fucked if I
LAPD.
had 3 fingers.
We're
of rye.
investigating the murder of Celine Henry. Do you know her?
Celine? Oh, Christ. Sure I know her. She and I and Jacob, her husband, we go way back.
She was here last night?
Sure, she's a regular. Celine is...
On the house, officer.
Was
That's the spirit. Pour me another.
a lovely woman.
Was Mrs. Henry here with anyone last night?
Not at first. Celine already had quite a head start.
But she attracted attention?
Certainly. A few gentlemen became very enamored with her and her stories. One guy in particular.
You know him?
No. He's been in a couple of times.
Did they leave together?
Yes, at around 11. If it helps, I made the guy's license plate.
You want a tip? Refill my coffee next time, honey.
2 Bravo
I think this could be a great help, sir.
8899.
Thank you. Mrs. Henry appeared to be missing a ring, torn from her finger, but not her wedding finger.
Celine always wore a red garnet ring on the large side. Larger than life, like Celine herself.
Did she have it a long time?
Sure. Since way back in her flying days.
Did her husband buy it for her?
No, it was before Jacob.
I think you know where the ring came from, and I think you're going to tell me.
Okay, I bought it years ago. I carried a torch for Celine in those days. Guess I always have. Her old man never knew about it.
You know the husband?
Sure I know Jacob. He was in the Corps. He met Celine on a furlough and married her when the war was finished. He put up with a load of shit.
Do you think he killed his wife?
No. No, not in my opinion.
So if it wasn't Jacob, then you probably let her out of here with the guy who killed her. How do you feel about that?
Stow the attitude, will ya? I tried to get onto Jacob. I rang him up, asked him to come pick her up like usual. But he refused. And she picked some night to push him over the edge. I rang him back around 11:30, but I got no answer.
Thanks, Mr. McCall. You've been a big help. One more thing. Would you have an address for Celine?
142 North Union Avenue. God knows I had to send her home in enough cabs to remember that.
That's sad.
Waitress, can I have another spoon?
Did I really just screw this up even more? Sorry, I'm untangling my headset from something. There we go. Time to use your phone so I don't have to waste a dime.
Let's get out of here.
Hey, what's the hurry? My stool was just starting to warm up nicely.
Can you actually use this phone? Oh, that
Hey,
phone.
honey, what
Got
time
it.
do you get off waiting table?
Ah, man, I
Operator,
did waste a
give me
dime after
dispatch.
all.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
Why don't you announce that louder, Phelps?
I need a registered owner on a license plate, 2boy8899.
Yes, detective.
That's an outdated
I'll need to
system,
contact the
and
DMV.
that's
Shall I
accurate to
relay
the
the
time
details
period.
via KGPL?
Please. Thanks.
So, how's your tuna fish salad?
You find the booze helps you get through a working day?
Sharpens my investigatory instincts, Phelps.
A smart lawyer might use that to throw out anything you collect today.
A smart man might know it's unwise to stand between the patient and his medicine.
As long as you're not falling over, Rusty, I'll let it slide.
That's mighty kind of you, Phelps. You know, you picked the wrong job if a healthy thirst offends you, Cole.
We owe it to this city to do the best we can in this position. As homicide detectives, that responsibility is all the more serious.
Always the politician.
It's not political, it's practical. Maybe the men combing Hollywood Boulevard after the Elizabeth Short murder were more interested in sniffing out booze than the clues that would have led to her killer.
Yeah, well, if only you'd been there, choir boy. Betty Short'd be alive, the Japs would have spared Pearl Harbor, our ancestors wouldn't have tasted the forbidden fruit.
Minor syntactical error, Detective Galloway. I never claimed to be able to prevent crimes. I only suggested a proficiency in solving them. Guess that's the drink slowing you down.
Oh my God, brother, oh brother. It's worse than I could ever have
Phelps
imagined.
definitely can be a prick.
All units, officer needs help. 211 and shots fired. 391 Broadway, Mallory's
I'd point out that I turned my sound on and started driving, and the guy ran in front of me. He's looking for insurance. I wonder how well insurance fraud even worked back in the day. Obviously, dash cams weren't a thing.
Keep on going through here. Straight through the next intersection. Go right through here.
I don't think I've ever not gone there going down that hill.
You're taking the next left.
Really?
You're making a right at the next intersection.
I think it's just a straight shot. Yes, it is.
All units, officer needs help. 211 and shots fired. 391 Broadway, Mallory's Cafe.
Go to hell, Parker! No way I'm going down without a fight.
God
Drop the weapon,
damn
hands
uniformed
behind your
cops.
head.
Yeah? Fuck you.
Gunned down every other second in this game.
God damn it, get after
Put your
him,
hands
Cole.
in the air.
Can I save him?
He's hiding in the alley.
Give it up, LAPD.
I really don't know if I can save him or not. Yes, I
Don't
can.
make me chase you.
Oh my gosh!
Just tag him once, you know. Let him know that I'm serious. I'm kind of scared that he might jump to his death or something. It's an impressive jump from maybe like 2 feet of run up, if that. Well, it's too late to save him. You have to be real quick to save him, I assume.
This is Car
Mother.
11 King. Advise all units that the 211 from Mallory's Cafe is code 4, KGPL.
Roger, 11K. All units, 211 from Mallory's Cafe is code 4. Repeat, code 4.
Today. That does not instill a bunch of confidence in that comment. Hello, nonetheless, I suppose.
So wait for the next turning and go right.
Why am I driving again? I should have let him drive. This one's barricaded off. No, it's not. Ooh.
Hey, come on! Straight on.
It was their fault. Just gonna casually go all the way over to the left, to swerve back over to the right. Nothing wrong with that. I am the police. What are you gonna do? Got you back in this day.
Don't turn here.
Ooh. Haha. Expert level driving. I probably would have been terrifying back in the 40s.
KGPL to any Central unit. The citizen reports a man with a gun on Grand between 4th and 5th. Central unit
Keep
identified.
sending me back to the center of the fucking town or city. Instead of just spawning ones closer to where I actually am. That actually supports my hypothesis that I've formed throughout the past few days of playing this game over again. That they planned all these random events in the center of the city, essentially.
Okay, at the next corner, hang a right.
And never bothered considering the fact that there's a whole city and outskirts and suburbs to consider, where crime does actually
turn
happen
left at
from
the
time
next
to
junction.
time. Even back in the 40s. Alright, I'll turn on the siren company. Right.
What is this, sir?
KGPL to any Central unit. The citizen reports
Make
a
it up
man
this,
with
you
a
think?
gun on Grand between 4th and
Fucking
5th.
nailed it.
Any Central units identified.
This is Car 11K.
That
Go ahead.
monster jumped out in front of me.
11K. Citizen reports a man with a gun on Grand between 4th and 5th Streets. Suspect described as Hispanic, 5'6", 140 pounds.
Miles on the clock.
Please, you gotta call for help. He doesn't look real good.
Quick, what happened?
Some punk held up my stand. This guy tried to help and got a bullet for his trouble. He got hit and hightailed it through the parking lot. Get going.
There she blows. Guess action-packed shootouts wasn't doing it for you today. Now we've got intense 45-mile-per-hour chases. Oh, I just whiffed that so hard. I think this was actually easy for the guy to get away to. Yeah, because all the other fucking AI will park like absolute asshats. Ooh, no, I know which one this is. Yeah, I don't want to chase him too close, because he's gonna crash into there, and he has a risk of, actually exploding. This guy's gonna take a hostage. We're gonna get out of our car a second time.
Put the weapon down now.
That's terrible.
What the hell?
I take his gun.
What are you waiting for, Phelps? Up and at him.
I'll get up and at him. Jesus,
hold up
Rusty.
here, Phelps.
Go take another drink. Goddamn. You're dick when you're sober. Not quite the failure drill, but the failure drill was not a thing yet in this game, or in this time period, so we'll take it.
Car 11K calling KGPL. Shots fired. Suspect is down. We're code 4, but I need an ambulance on Grand between 4th and 5th Streets.
Still love how excited he is when he yells shots fired. When he's being dispatched to a shots fired call. Hey!
Repeat, the suspect is down. Code 4.
You can drive.
You hit my car when I wasn't even done with the cutscene. What a dick. Ah yes, the Henry residence. You walk approximately 15 feet and then another cutscene kicks in.
I'll try the back door. Wait here a second.
Giggity. I wonder if it'd be more worth it to try to stealthily enter without whoever's inside
Side
knowing
window's
you're
been
there,
dimmed. Looks like somebody's
or
creeped
to
the
kick the door in. Emily burnt to death. Cops say house fire deaths are sus. You know, faking tasks. Sus blue.
You said I had to go back, Doctor.
The fires are
That's right.
cathartic. They allow you to confront your past.
You said the house would be empty.
Some
Are you
Joker-esque
taking
fucking
the
logic right
medication I
there.
have prescribed?
You said the house would be empty. I heard them screaming.
Back
Circumstances were unfortunate. My colleagues had made all the necessary
You
arrangements.
said the house would be empty. You're killing me.
The deaths were unfortunate, but you have dealt with death before.
I want you to come to the clinic and we can deal
You said the house would be empty. How can I find
Was this
peace?
before or after the Rico? Law. Policy. I don't know what it was called. Statute. The Rico statute. I only asked because of wiretapping stuff. Key
Circumstantial.
to my car. Circumstantial. A lot of evidence is DNA is circumstantial. Because there are circumstances where somebody's DNA may be at a crime scene without being involved in the
Size
crime.
9s. Above average for a lady.
Like if you visit a friend's house and your hair is on, I don't know, their couch. They're found dead on that couch later on the day. Your DNA is there, but it's circumstantial, not relevant.
Burglar used a pry bar. Why did you kick the door in?
You think I'm gonna climb through a broken window in a $30 suit? You got another thing coming, Buster.
$30 suit is not even silk. Weak. That's it all.
Junk.
Yeah, you look at it every time, Phelps. Can't remember if there's anything worthwhile. Maybe there's something over here.
We need to work the home address again.
Right, just going for a stroll. It's playing into the wall. That's good cop work. Are those thermostats? I don't think this is what it actually chimed for. Oh, empty. Tiffany too.
The rest of the stuff is junk. Might explain the missing ring.
And I said, what about breakfast at Tiffany's?
Nope.
He said, I guess that's one thing we've got. Realize I skipped a line there.
A regular Amelia Earhart in her day. The ring looks distinctive.
I'm gonna forgive that comment because there was clearly a ring torn off her finger in this case, but he will say stuff like that when the golden butterfly, whatever, that brooch,
Not much help.
or bracelet, he will say like, oh, she wasn't wearing it. You don't know when that fucking picture was taken. Do you wear everything you own every single day? Well, knowing Phelps, he probably does. He secretly has like 18 pairs of underwear on right now. Ooh, piano. Shoot it. Men goggles, or are these women goggles? I guess pilot goggles would be the more appropriate term than airman. Especially saying the pilot was not even a man in this case. Cancelled, 2022. Had a good run. There is a male hat there. Oh, Busty, please. Don't ready or not me. Or swap me. Because both of those games share that problem. Can't get through there. Nothing to fucking see there. There we go. If you sober up, you can find me at apartment 2, 1050 Huntley Drive.
Obviously having problems.
L
Speaks to motive.
2221.
Crime scene
Jacob.
evidence still weighs against it being the husband, but Jacob could give us something to go on. One of my exes drank like this, you'd be feeling the back of my hand.
Call in burglary and get technical services out here. I'll talk to the neighbors.
Don't take all day about it, Phelps. I get nasty when I'm thirsty.
I feel like that's a reused line. Is one that's supposed to pull up over there?
Galloway, homicide, badge number 564.
Oh, yep, there.
Requesting technical services for a suspected...
Hello, ma'am. I just casually jumped a wall and am now following you as you park your car at your house without announcing who I am. And now I'm just gonna awkwardly...
I knew it wasn't safe around here anymore.
Yes, because there's creeps like me around.
LAPD. Are you acquainted with Celine Henry, Miss?
Horgan! Jennifer Horgan.
Sorry,
I've known Celine for more
Horgan.
than 10 years. Our children grew up together. What's going on, officer?
Did you see Mrs. Henry go out last night?
Well,
Yes, Miss
I'm
Horgan.
no
Did you
busybody,
see
you
Miss Henry?
understand, but Celine had been drinking, and she and poor, long-suffering Jacob had a terrible row. I think Jacob may have given her a black eye. He stormed out, and she went back inside.
Did he come back?
No. Celine was listening to music and shouting until she left around
Husband
10 p.m.
abusing his wife in
She
the
was
1940s.
very drunk to have been driving. But she is not the sort of person you can stop from doing something when her dander is up.
Dander?
What is this about, officer? Is Celine all right?
I'm afraid Mrs. Henry has been murdered, ma'am.
And I get it.
Murdered?
But I'm gonna fix the evidence to make sure
Oh
it
my
doesn't come
God.
back to me.
I'm afraid I need to go and sit down.
Phelps, work on your bedside manner. She just said that. They've been good friends for a long time. Oh, well, you're aware that she got beaten over the head multiple times with a tire iron? Blood was everywhere, and she was left naked.
I don't think Jacob is our man, but
Full
we'll
bush.
see what he has to say.
No, I want to drive.
That price
price is outrageous.
Is it at least heading towards the city where the inevitable call will
Jacob
be?
Henry had a
Probably should turn
violent
there.
argument with his wife last night. He's looking more and more likely.
For my money, if the broad keeps the house looking like that, she probably deserved it. The skipper
Damn, son.
says bring him in and keep the hacks off our backs for a while.
Fine by me.
So it ain't the werewolf killer after all. Good to see you've come to your senses, Cole.
I always said work the evidence. I
get the
Motherfucker.
point.
It saves time from rolling down the window if you just smash
I always
all
said
the
work
windows.
the evidence. I only
Intent.
stipulated a connection to the BD killer as an avenue of investigation we should leave open. And as far as I'm concerned, it still is.
I'm gonna write in the report that my siren was on prior to that contact. Can I go through this? Damn it. There's one strong fence. Definitely American made. Solid ash. I'm not sure why you would make a fence out of ash wood.
Okay, Phelps, we go in hard. You follow my lead.
Giggity.
You Jacob Henry?
Yeah. Who's asking?
LAPD. You're under arrest for the murder of your wife, Celine Henry.
Murder?
Wait. You're telling me somebody murdered my wife before I got a chance to?
You got bigger problems.
You find who did this.
What the hell are you
So I can
talking
murder
about?
him.
You come in here, you tell me that Celine is...
Take a seat, Mr.
That
Henry.
she's-
We're gonna have a look around. Then we'll
She's
talk.
dead.
Jesus, I'm sorry.
Being multiple times over the head with a tire iron, in fact. I can't pick up the football. Alcohol is endless. Hey, Rusty.
Doesn't look like
Get on over here. I got a book for you. We're all here because we're your friends. Why is this just lying
You
around?
think the atmosphere's thick in here? Wait till you try the gas chamber.
I mean, this is the most important piece of evidence.
He'll be back any moment. Just sit tight.
That's not good enough for you, Phelps. There we go.
The oldest problem there is. What to do about the
I'm
old...
gonna have to agree with Funhouse on this one. Is it really the oldest problem there is? What the fuck is wrong with you, Phelps? Do you often wonder what you're gonna do to your wife? Should I love her or should I kill her? Maybe I'll just smack her one instead. Pop her in the eye. Also, back the goddamn skull. That's what I'm imagining Phelps deals with every single day. And then he comes in and sees this note and goes, ha, validated. What is worth fuck time? There's really not a lot else to see. I'm pretty sure music is still playing. So he moved out. He managed to set some stuff up. Those dishes are there. Oh, that's openable. I didn't realize that was gold. Looked silver at first to me. Is that small feet I sense? Oh god, large feet.
Size
Large
11s.
feet. God's a fucking dinosaur. Knew it. It was Barney all along. Not Stenson. The purple one. Maybe Stenson.
So who could have killed Celine? Where did she go last night, Jake?
Jesus fuck, that's how you start, Phelps?
A bar, I suppose. Look, I don't know.
You know where she went, Jacob. You're lying. Why would I help you if you keep lying to me?
Look, I'm telling you, I don't know.
Yes, I totally believe you.
We know she went to the Bomba Club.
The bartender there,
He calls me if things are getting out of hand, and I go and I bring her home. He called me last night.
I said no.
I said no. Phone rang a couple more times after that. I ignored it. I'm gonna have to live with that.
Unpopular opinion.
When did you last see
Guess
your
he's gonna
wife,
have to live
Mr.
with it.
Henry?
No, he shouldn't have to
Last
feel
night.
guilt over it forever.
I went to see her. We talked. Things got a little out of hand. I left.
That's a lie, and you know it. You tailed her, watched her come out of a bar, and then beat her to death. Admit it, Henry.
Phelps, that's a
Why
more
would
than
I
I
do
was
that, detective?
expecting you to go for. I was gonna go with. We know that he
Looks
got
like
in
I
a
was
scrap with
mistaken.
his wife. I wasn't trying to accuse him of murdering her.
And how are we meant to
I mean, it was
believe that,
true.
Jacob?
It was true.
It isn't looking good for you.
That nosy bitch from next door, Jenny Horgan. She'll tell you I left. And what time.
Why did you kill her, Jacob? Things will go better if you come clean about it.
That's a lousy thing to say. I never gave up on my wife.
Dramatic pause.
I don't believe you, Jacob. I think you didn't have the guts to do it yourself, so you had someone else do it.
You want to back that up with something, Big Mouth? Huh?
Perhaps. Size 11 shoes.
The note by the phone suggests you meant her harm.
You want the truth? Truth is, I was sick to death of her. I was trying to have her committed.
We're still going to need you to come downtown, Mr. Henry.
We can get this all down on paper, Jacob. How you got fed up with your wife and how you figured killing her would bury all your troubles.
Kill my own wife?
She was a lush and a tramp, and you just couldn't stand it anymore.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
So now you're gonna tell me you loved her? Ah, the DA goes all gooey over remorse, Jacob.
It doesn't look
Listen,
good
you
for
might want to have a few less drinks if you're gonna start pissing off seemingly fit people. Oh, double. Also, my hat's back on. Cool.
Call it in and get a squad car dispatched. And check for messages. I'll keep old Slugger here company.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need a patrol unit to transport a suspect back to Central.
Certainly, Detective. You have a message from the coroner. Do you wish to be put through?
Yes, ma'am.
So what's the same dispatcher?
Phelps.
I've completed the autopsy. Several wounds to the head from a blunt metal instrument. Closest match would be a socket wrench handle.
So the cause of death was the blunt.
No, the blows to the head surprisingly were not fatal. Death was from hemorrhage and shock from the fractured ribs and multiple injuries caused by the stomping.
Ouch.
Anything else?
Pain.
He's some kind of
That's
sex fiend.
painful.
The tissues of the anus were bruised about 1/8 of an inch, but no trace of semen in the anus, vagina, or stomach.
Thanks, Doc. Operator, give me R&I. Any word on an owner for that vehicle?
I still
License
not
was
writing anything
2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. The plate belongs to a brown 1936 Pontiac. Registered owner is one Alonzo Mendez of 402 South Fremont Street, apartment 16.
Thanks. Any other messages?
One, Detective. From Captain Donnelly. He wants any and all suspects returned to Central. Interviews to be set up immediately.
Got it. We're coming in.
Got it. I'm coming in. Me. Bye, Felicia. I'm gonna alt tab right now just to be sure that this This is actually accurate. No, stream settings, analytics. Why does analytics seem not to be updating for some reason? Alright, well, whatever. Can't get an update, so be it. There's the outfits option. Shoot straight with the Grand and Colt 45. About the two zigzags. Can't forget the two zigzags. Now he looks like murdered sole suspect. Mendez's apartment.
Alonzo Mendez. Sound like a man who moonlights as the werewolf?
Don't sound like a man I'd let my daughter anywhere near.
You've got a daughter.
Spend enough time. Calm down.
Takes a long time for the.
Spend enough time drinking, Cole. You'll find yourself with any number of things you don't want when you're sober.
So that's why you never sober up.
Exactly.
Brother said she took a real pounding.
Maybe if he had been a little firmer in the beginning, he wouldn't be in this situation now.
I imagine that Neanderthal routine is a big hit with the ladies, Galloway.
Women love me, Phelps. I have no complexity. They know exactly what they're gonna get.
There might be some truth to that. Still fucking brutal, but there might be some truth to that.
Up ahead, you make a right.
Oh, well, that is definitely shots fired.
Shots fired. Officer down. 6th Street and Lindley Place. 6th Street and Lindley Place. Unit to handle code 3 identified.
What's that officer trying to do? Every single one of these so far this stream, I'm pretty sure, starts with an officer getting
That
shot.
alleyway leads to the rear of the building, sir. Someone's gonna have to climb up and take him down.
Good luck. Don't let him get a beat on you like I did.
We literally just saw you get shot, sir.
Cop killers are the worst kind of stuff.
For fuck's sake. There's no designated jump button or anything like that, too, so it's stuck on him.
Shouldn't have had that second lunch.
Second lunch? Yes, but what about second breakfast? It's impressive how he manages to climb while holding the gun like that. Should be knife between teeth.
Like killing cops?
Teeth.
I'll cover you.
Won't help console the officer's family, but these guys are done.
I never know. The cop's family might be consoled by it. Might be a little twisted.
Extra, read all about it.
Dude, you're advertising the newspapers right where a guy died. Although in his defense, the body's already gone, so. Communist penetration of Hollywood film industry.
You're going straight here.
I never noticed that the radio was timely. Maybe it's real radio chatter in the 1940s.
Okay, at the next corner, hang a right.
I survived the war for this.
I survived the
Keep
war
on
too,
straight.
according to this game.
It's left at the next intersection.
The vast majority of movie workers are patriotic. Ah, back when patriotism was a huge thing.
Isn't that the cop who won a medal and is solving all the cases?
16.
Mendez, apartment 16.
That seems like a lot of stairs. It's actually just the second floor, I'm pretty sure, but... Wait, what? Oh, it's the 4th floor.
Here, the apartment's up on the top floor.
Well, at least we can threaten to throw him out the window. Damn it. I didn't go to the School of Counting, I went to the School of Criminal Justice, right?
Don't bother knocking, just kick the door in. Take a look around and see what you can find.
Got any fresh underwear in your drawer? Oh, because it's the same prop from a different crime scene, or a different scene. Cool. Oh my god, he didn't put his eggs away.
I doubt it.
Fucking monster, lock him up. Throw away the key. Death penalty. And he drinks tea. He's a fucking Brit. I knew it. Although, Alonzo Mendez is a weird name for a British person. 1940s, I suppose. I don't know what the current... is it ethnic? Is that the right term? I don't know what the current diversity is like in Britain. Oh, you just stared at that wall for no reason, apparently? Right, I don't want to touch that yet, actually. There we go. Kevin's bar. Again.
Don't think this is anything.
How many matches were struck? Pocket them. They could be useful. Size 8.
Gotta get these to Ray. Size 8s could help place Mendez at the scene.
Alright, he's got a gun.
I don't think so.
It's a possible murderer. I don't care if the gun wasn't used in the crime. He's fucked up enough to murder someone.
Carruthers could match the color and
I
brand
know
of the
this
body.
is a setup, I'm pretty sure, but still. That animation looked wrong.
Consistent with Celine's injuries, and the blood can be typed.
We have the murder weapon. We better get Pinker down here.
Why keep it? Why not throw it away?
Think these clowns are geniuses? Thank your stars you caught a break, and Captain Donald will begin to like you.
Hey, what gives? LAPD, you're under arrest.
Yeah, you're under arrest.
Do not lose that son of a bitch. I'll go get our wheels.
Mendez, stop right there.
Is there even a gun in the holster on my chest? I just realized that. I don't think there is. You can use this holster, Phelps. Don't even put your pistol in it. Should have Goomba stomped him. Just dropped from like 30 feet up and nailed him.
Don't need to do this, Alonzo.
I was gonna get in the car. He's making an action scene.
Get in and drive.
Why? Because you're like 4 shots in already. 4 fingers in. Because he doesn't do shots. This can be a rough one too. And I don't have action skip
Hit
on,
it.
so I need
Clean
to
this
actually
asshole
nail it.
off the road.
It's mostly because they have unnaturally good handling for cars at the time, whereas we actually have semi-realistic handling for cars at the time. Alright, I say that.
Hit him, Cole.
And he
Spit
did
him out.
that, but that's programmed in, I'm pretty sure. Like, his recovery was amazing for that. If I hit that, I probably would be still there.
Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires.
You're under arrest for the
Quick,
murder of
shoot
Celine
him.
Henry.
Oh my god, that's crazy!
Show me your hands.
I like how I wasn't able to take a guy alive when he hadn't killed anybody yet. He was just kind of threatening. But this guy straight up is accused of murder. and didn't flip around in the car, but was in a major car accident and doesn't die.
I ain't saying a goddamn thing.
And I didn't even have to interrogate the husband, Jacob Henry.
You
Which I
did
think
a
it
grand
comments on the
job,
fact that I
lads.
didn't do that.
Phelps, that's quite a way to acquit yourself in your first outing as a homicide investigator. It seems the city has a new and vengeful guardian. Considering the evidence against your suspect and the thoroughness with which a report was compiled, I foresee a safe passage through the courts.
The report was already compiled? Oh shit.
Brutality on a scale such as
Fastest
this
writer
deserves
known
retribution.
to man.
The people and the press of this city demand it.
Yeah, Cole, you gotta be straight edge. Police captain don't want you looking like no fool. Yeah, I did get a question wrong, because it's true. It's doubt. Leaving sweating every now and then. I'm gonna do another case. I'm just turning the audio down a little bit in OBS. Oh no. Backstory. That lip sync does not match up to the song. I don't think they quite got the chance to elaborate or fulfill what they wanted that to be. To me, that doesn't make it look like he's about to start cheating on his wife. Plunk. Then in broad daylight, you think that the pedo would have at least noticed that.
Galloway. Got it, Skipper. Yeah, I'll bring him. He's my partner.
I'll bring him. Me. Booty freaking hell.
New case. White female dumped in plain sight in the grass at the end of Hill Street. Hacks are all over it. Captain's trying to fend them off.
That sounds awfully similar.
The first rule of police work is make no assumptions until you've seen the evidence. Skipper wants you to have your newspaper face on, college boy.
Newspaper face. I love it.
I know the place where they found the lady. It overlooks Sunset Boulevard. Let's go.
Ooh.
I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you've made it if you got that bet.
Thanks.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
That wasn't the best take, that line. It wasn't the worst either. They probably wanted different reads that didn't sound all the same.
Catching all those criminals.
Nailed it.
I could get discovered swanning around in those.
KGPL hit me up with a good call.
Not bad for your first time at bat.
Thanks, Rusty.
Don't go getting ahead of yourself. That's one clearance under your belt. Now it's a new day with a new debt. Slow and steady, come on!
We gotta rock down to Sunset Boulevard.
No assumptions until we see the evidence, right?
Right. See, I knew you were a fast learner, Phelps. You might get along after all.
Boy. This part of the city is a little weird trying to get to the right spot. I like how the average watch time I have so far is 6 seconds, and it's because a bot came in and said, "Yum, period, today." Which, even for a bot, that's just a really weird thing to say.
Now Now, boys, you know
How about
as much as I do.
Yum tomorrow?
I'll be holding a
Ooh.
press conference once the autopsy has been completed. I have two of my finest investigators on the case. Fresh from bringing down the...
And they're only slightly cross-eyed.
Captain, aren't there similarities between this murder and the murder of Celine Henry and of Elizabeth Short, for that
So you don't
matter?
believe there's a crazed sex killer at large preying on women?
Well, of course there's a crazy sex killer preying on women in this city. I'm him. I mean, I don't know.
Scientific investigators at our disposal. How can any killer continue to beat that? Be advised. We keep the gas chamber at San Quentin primed for the sons of Cain who continue to believe...
You know, I don't think they use gas chambers in San Quentin. Not that I freaking know.
Run along, boys, and let these officers get to work. We have God's work to do here, and it can't be delayed.
What do we have, Captain?
Another woman sacrificed. Speak to Carruthers. I want daily reports, gentlemen.
I'll speak to Carruthers.
seem to be standing around. Shouldn't you be working?
Detective, I was first on scene.
Is that Enrique?
Gonzalez?
Not me.
Yep.
Family out for a stroll. I was first reporting.
Can you show me the body?
It's under the pepper tree, this way.
Sounds like a song name. Underneath the pepper tree. That was a slowed down version of Out in the Schoolyard, come to think of it.
Can't be much help to you, Phelps.
Thanks, Picker.
Here she is.
The
Ooh,
stopping
more small
of the
fee.
Henry case. Was it reported in the press?
Sure was. Every detail a copycat would want was there in the story.
See, maybe we shouldn't be putting that out in public. Kind of the what the bot said is even more disturbing, considering the fact that these cases are literally naked women murdered.
I'll do some comparisons back at the lab and get back to you.
I don't think there's anything. Yeah, just stop an angle. Very crappy shadows. Another ring torn off.
What's this mark? Cut on a finger.
Fourth finger, left hand, a wedding or engagement ring, violently removed.
This is one of the more brutal ones.
Looks like she was tied
Has
up.
Greg Grunberg in it.
It does at first, but that would leave a mark on her other wrist too. I think her watch might
Kind of thing on the stream and on my second monitor, that blood looks a lot more brown. On my main screen, it is very, very red. Ooh, $5. Deirdre Muller.
Oh, we have a name. Can you run Deirdre Muller by RNI?
Muller.
Back in a second.
Parent Teacher Association. Nerd.
If the motive was robbery, why not take the money?
The motive was robbery. Why murder her and leave her fucking naked in a dirt pile? Helps. Fucking lunatic.
Detectives, RNI says that Deirdre Mahler of 130 North Bonnie Bray was reported missing this morning.
Not the one I
by
said
her
Mahler.
husband, Hugo Mahler.
What'd I tell you? Let's grab the husband, take him downtown, and work him over. We could have this wrapped up by lunchtime.
What about not making assumptions and going on the evidence?
How bad is it? Come on, you can tell me.
Serpentine. Makes it harder for the bullies to hit you with rocks. Phelps learned that pretty well in Stanford. Oops. Enter doesn't do anything. Man, I was just gonna go right off the escarpment. Tempted to still do it, but I'm not gonna. Instead, I'm gonna drive through here. That might have been a bad choice. It was a bad choice. Fucking nailed
Still
it.
might be some play in the boyfriend angle.
I thought we were on our way to lock up the husband.
If he doesn't work out, that is.
Deirdre Muller has suffered enough. More than enough. We should...
Breathe, Phelps. Breathe, damn it.
Well, we're not supposed to be here quite yet. I'm
Deirdre
pretty sure
Muller has
this
suffered enough. More than enough.
this case is the
Shouldn't
one
make
that brings us
disparaging
here.
comments about her without even the slightest inkling of what she was like.
She was a woman, wasn't she? No, around about my third divorce, I realized
I've never
women
done
might
this
not be the
before.
pure angels we imagine.
Whoops.
You're married, ain't you, folks?
Don't make any insinuations about my wife.
Hey, she's a woman.
She's the mother of my children.
You're a father, Cole? Then don't tell me your eye don't bend.
This conversation is over.
It's 'cause it does. I don't want to grow up. I want to fuck Cole Phelps' wife. That doesn't work so well as I thought it would in my head. Drift this corn. Oh, beautiful. Yeah. That's how you do it right there. Drift this one too. Not as well done. Pass on the right because that's how I do. I would go straight up this hill, but I can already see the fence that was stopped at. Right across here because no laws near the police. Oh my god, it like magnetized to my bumper. I love it. I will drive 1,000 miles per hour around the block.
It'll let people know what's happening before you hit them, Phelps.
Well, that implies I'm still going to hit them. If you're gonna murder them, at least let them know that they're gonna die. Whoops.
Hey!
That will be all.
Oh my god, an incinerator. It's still hot. I wonder if that comes into play. But first, a little sweet, innocent daughter that will learn that her mother never come home
Phelps
ever
and
again.
Galloway, LAPD. Is your father home?
He'll be home soon. He's been out looking for Mom.
What's your name, miss?
Don't worry, we found her.
Smaller?
Can we come in?
I suppose so.
Why is Slumber Wand in my chat?
Thank you. Could you have a seat for me, Michelle?
Maybe that's why the bot left so quick, because it couldn't spam it quick enough for its liking, or it tried to spam it, failed, and didn't realize it failed.
He'll be back any moment. Just sit tight.
Ah, yes, the murder weapon. Also, why do you have to touch absolutely fucking everything? There are some things that you just have to glance at to know they're not
Mark
related.
will explain everything when he gets back, okay? There's nothing to worry about.
Like, for instance,
Optimistic.
this is not Deidre's notebook. It's clearly not Deidre's room. Small feet, I sense. Small feet, he's guilty. Slam the door. Slam the door. Calls his wife a whore to his face. He loves it. He's secretly a masochist. Greg Grunberg in real life, not in the game.
Elgin wristwatch. Probably the same one snatched from her body.
It's all been a big company. I've never heard of them before.
No sign of a wedding ring.
Were they actually in a happy relationship? I actually can't remember. Hello, little girl. Are you ready to talk about your
What's this about, Mommy?
mother's
Daddy is trying to find
dead,
her.
strangled
Tell me
corpse?
she's okay.
I'm sorry to have to tell you this, Michelle.
She's all right because the killer lopped off her left side. That is not the most convincing crying in the world.
For us?
Try.
Some of your mother's jewelry was missing. Can you describe her things?
A ring, a watch. I never paid much attention to that stuff.
Doubt or lie? What? No way. Really?
I know it's painful, Michelle, but this may be important.
I mean, yeah, I guess she wasn't lying.
Mommy chose it herself. A rose gold wedding band and a matching diamond and ruby engagement ring.
She wore a watch?
Yes, a yellow gold Elgin watch. Daddy bought it for her birthday. We had a fight. It was kind of a makeup present.
Abusive relationships. Oh, sorry,
When did you
it's the
last
40s.
see your mother?
Normal
Yesterday
relationships.
afternoon, I went to a dance at Belmont High. Mommy was supposed to pick me up, but she didn't show.
So what did you do then?
I was upset. Daddy came instead.
So you were hanging around the school for quite a while. What happened with your father?
I don't know. I called and finally he answered. He came straight away then.
You're making your dad look guilty.
Mom and Dad are happily married?
What are you saying? Of course they are.
I think your father was violent with your mother. I think they weren't very happy, and you should tell me, young lady.
You may be the police, but you have no right to talk about my mom and dad like that.
Didn't you yourself...
You're off the hook.
That's an evil way to put that to a kid. Yeah, doubt.
They weren't happy, were they, Michelle? Did your father ever hit your mother?
Just the once.
Oh, all things considered, that's a good relationship for the time period.
Bought her a brooch pin to make up for it. Mommy always wore her golden butterfly.
I apologize if they're very quiet, but for some reason the game can't decide how loud it wants to be.
Hey, what gives?
Daddy, the police
Go to your
are
room,
here.
please, Michelle.
You're to abduct your daughter.
Go to your room,
Mahler.
young lady. She's not even out of
Mahler.
school. You can't come in here interrogating her like she's
Your
some
wife
kind
was
of...
found murdered this morning.
Found? What?
But I left the body in the open. How did they find her? So quickly, too.
We have some questions that we would like to
Like how he
ask.
sits down like a good boy.
Sure, yeah.
Real quick.
Yeah, I'll do my best.
Yeah, sure. Right.
What size shoe do you wear, Mr. Mueller?
Why do you ask?
It's routine, sir. Simple process of elimination.
It's routine.
9s, I think.
We judge a man by the size of a
Are you lying to me,
foot.
Mr. Mueller?
Why would I lie to you at a time like this?
That is a great question. Why would you lie to someone at a time like this? It's almost like I've seen your fucking
funny.
boots before, you
Work
dumb
boots we found
motherfucker.
here are size 8s. Why lie about it if you've got nothing to hide?
Because I always get teased about the size of my feet. You know, small feet, small...
Always been true in my experience.
Missing persons
You
report.
phoned in a missing persons report this morning?
Yeah, that's right. My wife didn't come home last night. She left around 9:30. Michelle was out at dance. She called me to let me know that Deidre didn't turn up.
But it took multiple phone calls.
And you didn't report that she was missing till this morning? That's very unusual, Mr. Mueller, not to mention suspicious.
Look, I was annoyed with her. That's why I was waiting for her to come home. Why, you telling me something different? You better think
Fuck.
about leaving.
Really?
You're gonna have some trouble on your hands.
That seemed like a reasonable...
So you were here all night. You stayed in while your wife went out to pick up your daughter?
Yes, that's correct.
You should come clean if you're having an affair or if there's something going on.
I told you I was here. Were you saying I wasn't?
So why did you take so long to answer the phone when your daughter called?
Okay, I went out for a while. I was driving around. It's my way of relaxing.
I was burning 4 miles per gallon.
Your wife was beaten and then strangled. In your case, you have no alibi and a history of violence towards your wife.
That's not true, god damn it.
It is true, Hugo.
The books.
You're a violent man. You try to keep a lid on it at home, but sometimes you lost control. Your daughter and your wife were scared of you.
Donna didn't really seem scared of him.
I know about the golden butterfly, Hugo, and how you bought your wife off the last time you heard her.
She liked to spend money, all right? Dresses, jewelry, her hair. It drove me goddamn crazy. Do I look like a Rockefeller?
Nobody likes a cheapskate, Hugo.
Getting hostile with us is a very bad idea, Hugo.
I'm no murderer.
Make some arrangements for your daughter, and then present yourself to Central Station for questioning.
You gotta be kidding me, Phelps. Put the cuffs on him.
This is an outrage. I didn't kill my wife.
Your daughter is in the next room, Mueller, so I'm giving you a break. Don't make me change my mind, and don't make me come looking for you.
Shoot down the fucking plane that you leave town on. I will burn your house down with your family in it.
1, we need to break his alibi. Check phone records, canvass the neighbors. 2, we have motive of domestic violence, which probably goes for half the men in LA. 3, we have no evidence to tie him to the crime scene.
Hello?
Detective!
I've always wanted something. What if I just go whoop, turn around instead? Because it is actively burning right now. Nope. Okay, cool. Wait a second. What does that say? Oh well. Alright, don't talk to the fucking nosy neighbor, because why would there ever be a case without a nosy neighbor?
Solved the big case and got promoted?
Yes, ma'am.
I heard the terrible news over the radio.
And you can help us with our inquiries?
Yeah, I killed his wife.
They had
Peter,
a row last
was
night.
it? Beat her over the head with a tire iron.
Screaming.
Did you see Mrs. Mueller come home late last night at all?
No, not at all. I did see Mr. Mahler put something in the incinerator earlier this morning, though.
I told you he was our guy. Now let's get this bum downtown and into a cell.
Look, there he is now.
Rick, I want to shoot him.
He's only a writer, so he can't read.
Step away from the incinerator. Don't let him get away.
Okay, but no shooting. We need this guy to make the case.
Damn it. It was my fun. Holy shit, what a jump you. Helps.
Wait, 5 years from now, all our jobs.
What you burning?
This doesn't look
That's
good,
not
Hugo.
consistent with stomping. Why is the blood not everywhere?
Get him booked in at Central Office.
If you stomp somebody, especially when we've seen the stomping wound includes a heel print, you expect blood to be all over.
Call, miss.
I don't. No one's home and
You need somewhere to stay, Michelle. You have other family? Grandparents? Aunts or uncles?
call Aunt Helen, but she lives in Bakersfield and.
Call her. We're gonna get someone down here from Juvenile Hall to talk to you in the meantime.
Juvenile Hall. Going
You
for
gotta
the
get
kid.
the uniforms down here, clean up, take care of the kid.
Yeah, I need to be very careful when it comes to the interrogations in this one. Because I want to put Pedo behind bars. I want to put Hugo Mahler.
Galloway,
Phelps,
homicide
badge
division,
1247.
badge number 564.
Detective.
Did we get Ray Pinker?
I need an
and
address on a
technical
Belmont
services team to
high
a house
school.
at 130 North
Checking for
Bonnie
you,
Bray
Detective.
Street. And send someone down from Juvenile Hall to look
Belmont
after a young
High.
lady.
1575 West 2nd Street.
Thanks, ma'am.
Grown men playing at being boys.
Inform Detective Phelps that the coroner has a report waiting at the police morgue downtown when he's available.
Got it, KGPL.
But first, Belmont High. Well, actually, let's go to the morgue first. Belmont High actually activates an action sequence. And at least the morgue brings you closer to where most of the random events will be occurring, so... Central Morgue, and not Belmont, whoops. No, you gosh darn all, damn it.
I'm surprised, you know. I didn't make the husband for it.
Always make the husband, Phelps. 9 times out of 10, it's the closest person to the Vic who does the deed. God knows I've wanted to kill some wives in my day.
Lex parsimonii.
What?
The law of parsimony. Occam's razor. The simplest explanation is most likely the correct one.
You know, you could have said that without getting all liturgical on me.
I'll try to dumb things down from now on.
There's the reason why Occam's razor is a thing.
Try this one on for size. Rusty's razor.
How's that go?
You blame the guy that's banging her.
Ah, of course. The famous Lex ignoramus.
Closes cases, Cole. Puts a lot of people away, that one.
Any Central unit, a possible 288 at Belmont High School, 1575 West 2nd Street.
God damn it.
For further unit to handle, identify code 2.
11K to KGPL. We'll take the 288. Go ahead with the further.
So, you can get so far towards one thing. We're gonna turn around. There is reason to go to the morgue, and it's to match rope types. It's gonna end up being the sailor's rope. Oops. Hit with my iPods. No. Skirt, skirt, skirt. I make the law. I make the rules. Seems like a weird place.
Failing, Emmy. It's the first season since fabric rationing's over. We have to go.
I told you I can't Saturday. I'm busy.
Busy where? You're
Busy.
going on another drive with Davy Gardner, aren't you?
Ooh.
What if I am?
Go, Phelps. I'll take the car and see if I can cut him off.
Quick, shoot him. I like how he knocks that over as if anyone's actually gonna chase him through that.
There he is. See him?
Damn it, Rooney. Start losing him the second I was able to tackle.
Lock him up and throw away the key.
Hey, you know, I'm a cop. Maybe I'm just a guy trying to mug him. I'm really dedicated to mugging this one particular guy. Take him down, smash his face into the... Aw. Smash his face into the wall.
Car 11K, car 11 King, come in.
11K, go ahead.
11K, see the janitor. A green 1946 coupe registered to a Mrs. Hugo Moeller has been found in the parking lot adjoining the Belmont High School and playing fields. 11K, code 2.
What's your name?
Who's asking?
We can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Name's Eli Rooney.
You've been in trouble with the law before, Eli?
Some.
What are you doing around here?
I like to keep an eye on the children.
Strictly paternal, is it, Eli?
Don't sass me, boy.
A woman was abducted here last night, Eli, and murdered.
And I would love to make you for that, you oaky motherfucker.
Well, I wouldn't know nothing about that. A woman, you say? I like 'em a little younger than that.
Turn out your pockets, Eli.
Now, why would I do that?
Because I'm about to break your fucking skull, Eli.
He's a little blatant.
You're under arrest, Eli. You're in very deep trouble. Get some backup down here, Rusty. We need to get this one downtown and into
Keep
a
turning
cell.
around. Just keep spinning
Tell them
around.
we got a
Make
kitty
you look
litter
like you're doing
coming.
something important.
They can roll out the red carpet.
What time did you see the person park the car?
Late last night, after school social, maybe 1 a.m. I've been keeping a good eye out.
That's a
lately.
fancy
That problem with
janitor.
Child molester.
Eli
Custodian.
We've met him.
Filthy son of a bitch. He was here yesterday before the dance.
Was it him you saw park the car?
I don't know, sir. I'd like to say yes, but the truth is it was pretty dark.
Would you say Rooney is violent?
Yes, sir. I would say so, yes.
Thanks for your help. Blood and skin samples. We better get Ray Pinker out here.
Just don't look for semen samples, but
The overalls are stenciled HM. Muller is a mechanic. I wonder what Eli does for a living.
How can I pin this on a guy that might not have done it?
It's from a Chrysler.
I have to think with my 2020 brain. Yes, I realize it's 2022 as I say that. Push him over. Damn it. Why would we park so far away? Engage Serpentine. Beautiful. Oh, there we go. Now the nerds won't, the bullies won't hit the nerds with the rocks.
Isn't that the cop who caught the guy who was pretending to be dead?
See, that's
Cole Phelps,
irrelevant
badge 1247.
statement. Just harkens back to a thing that happened.
I need interrogation set up at Central for both suspects being held in the Muller homicide case.
Just jumping in background. That's great.
Thanks for your help.
Brilliant. Oh. Time to go to the morgue. I don't think you technically have to go to the morgue, but it's useful.
I say we make Rooney for this. I think we should lay it on him. He was near the car. He had her jewelry. The DA will love him for it.
Even if he didn't do it?
Who cares whether he
Absolutely.
did it? You have kids, Phelps? He needs to be taken permanently out of harm's way.
And we let Muller slide?
For a
For
while.
now.
He gets a free pass for now.
I don't know about this. My gut says Muller. We caught him trying to destroy evidence in his backyard, and that was his car with the bloody tools in it.
I never said it wasn't Mueller. Hell, he probably killed his wife, deprived that poor kid of a mother. But he's not in immediate danger to anyone else. Rooney's a threat to every kid at Belmont.
He's a peeper, Rusty. We can pick him up.
Whoa there!
He's a peeper.
You really want to run that risk?
The rest of that statement was something along the lines of he's a peeper, Rusty. We can always pick him up for that. Or he'll do it again, that kind of thing. To which Rusty says, do you really want to run that risk? As in, do you really want to risk him getting away because we never catch him again?
Hey, damn lunatic!
I should have gone one more intersection down. Oh, looks like the speedrun tactics come out to play. Yeet yeet mofos. Wee. Oh, God. Oh, that worked phenomenal.
Holy Toledo!
I think I just body checked her. Oh my lord. I'm a bad cop. I'm a bad cop. Between my SWAT gameplay, my ready or not gameplay, and this, I'm a bad cop. At least an enforcer. I do my job. And in Police Simulator. So those are two not so great games.
Phelps, Rusty, thanks for coming.
Can you blood type the shoes that we bagged and see if they're a match?
Sure. It'll all be in the report, but I'm assuming you want the details now?
Please. Cause of death is strangulation?
I did it.
Correct. Take a look at the samples on the bench.
Cause of death is neck cuddling.
The shoe prints?
Size 8s. Very similar to the impressions from the Henry case.
Now, who do we remember got caught in bloody size 8s? I think we have our bird.
Do we have the guy that we want to send to jail for it? That's the question. It's very obviously this one. Doesn't take rocket science, Cole.
What are the normal uses for that kind of rope?
On boats, mooring lines.
Correct. Although Ray says that they're sometimes used as bell ropes in churches.
But they really use that type as a lanyard? I mean, maybe. How did this hit every single pager? That's an irrelevant statement to most people. Weird.
So are we looking for a sailor or a minister?
Well, in my experience, sailors seem to have the greater libido.
Was Mrs. Muller criminally attacked?
But we're talking
No
about kill.
external or internal traces of semen.
Thanks, Mal. Anything else comes up, you let us know.
Maybe. Why is it still making the Psychonauts noise? What?
We've got to nail this guy.
Okay, if you're finished jawing, we need to get moving.
Yep. That was a needlessly dramatic moment, Cole. Yes, got to nail this guy. I'm gonna.
Great. How are we gonna look getting around in this thing, Cole?
Wait, hold on. I don't know if I've gotten in there before, so I might actually need it in order to count towards vehicles.
You've got to be kidding. We're driving this?
I'm just gonna park it right there, and that's good. Nailed it. Should I have the radio turned off when I think of it? Are these real songs? I'm gonna bet they are. Fuck, I never thought about that. Think about it when I play Grand Theft Auto. I don't think about it when I play this game. Granted, the songs are from like the 30s and 40s, but...
place is the coroner's office.
Carruthers is a good man, professional, diligent. If you're working with a pro, it's easy to overlook the grim realities of a place like that.
Not spitting that one.
The coroners.
How so?
You know, you don't want them enjoying their work too much. The wrong kind of man can get awfully lonely rattling around a joint full of corpses.
Rusty, that's like something out of the pulps.
You been reading the same ones as me?
I thought you were usually too drunk to get through a magazine.
You know...
Man, I almost wish I slowed down just so I could hear the rest of that statement. Alright. Really
Better
want
not
to
go
make sure.
soft on me in here, Phelps.
We'll work the evidence, Rusty. Let him do the rest. Are they ready?
Bowler's in 2 and the pervert's in 1. Get
But
in
they've
there
been
and
properly
get a
sweated down. Would have been great if he said, "Get in there."
Damn captains make
Talking
you
about
resubmit the paperwork.
Interview room 1. Get in Rooney's.
Here's where we stand, Hugo. Your next door neighbor heard screaming coming from your house. You were burning your blood-stained shoes. You have no one who can confirm your whereabouts last night. Your daughter says you're a violent man. We have everything we need to send you to death row, and all you have to say for yourself is, I didn't do it.
I swear I didn't kill her. Give me that lie test. I can prove it.
I swear I didn't kill her. I was going to.
Why did you burn your shoes, Hugo?
Because I knew you'd never believe me.
Believe what?
It's rabbit's blood. A guy at work brought them in and I helped him skin them.
Do you know anything about ropes, Hugo?
As much as the next man. I was a scout. I learned some more in the Army.
Do you know anything about braided ropes?
Some. They're mainly used for mooring lines, hawsers, you know, that kind of stuff. We don't have much use for them in the machine shop. We use chain hoists.
The weird thing about that is I got it wrong, but his answer still made
We
sense.
found your wife's car. Someone parked it at the school late last night. Do you have anything to say about that?
It wasn't me.
Where do you keep your work clothes?
I keep them at work in my locker.
Enough lies, Hugo. Your overalls put you at the scene of the crime last night.
My overalls are in the laundry of my house.
The rope.
Green overalls, bloodstained, with the initials HM found in the trunk of your wife's car.
They can't be mine.
Why, Hugo? Because
The
if they
people
were
work
yours,
there.
they'd be in the incinerator too?
I mean, fair.
Your wife was
That's kind of
beaten
true.
with a tire iron, Hugo. An appropriate choice of tool for a mechanic.
I know nothing about any tire iron.
You're lying, Hugo. You're gonna have to come clean on this.
You got no proof.
Look how he realizes that it's not going hot.
Your wife drove
Which
a
is
Chevrolet,
weird because he
Hugo.
didn't do it.
What make of car do you drive?
A Chrysler Airflow.
So I guess that explains why the tire iron that killed your wife came from a Chrysler.
Leave the interrogation. Unfortunately, if you fuck up Rooney, you can always charge him. But if you fuck him up, you can't. Or if you fuck him up, you can't charge Rooney. Makes no sense.
Captain, we were on our way to interview Eli Rooney.
Yes, Phelps, I know. This particular fiend is an old acquaintance. I have tried to reaffirm his belief in a wrathful and terrible God. Whichever way it goes, I'll be dealing personally with him.
Ooh, lord. Just heard a gunshot when
like you've had
second
it
we
rough.
close the door.
You see me asking for your sympathy, boy?
That the bot literally just said the same thing but in a different language by the looks of it.
You down on your luck, Eli?
I've had worse. My family ate roadkill during the Dust Bowl.
But you have a job. A parolee has to have a job, correct?
I had me a job down in San Pedro. I'm looking for something new.
I mean, I think he's telling the truth, but I really, really want to be sure. On this one, let's see.
What the hell is the LAPD up to these days? You were smoking a cigarette in the other room? Believe it or not, yes. Has anyone seen my pen? No way.
This place you worked have a name?
Hennessy Marine. You can't misplace big yellow letters HM out front.
They give you any workwear, Eli?
Sure. Green coverall. Dang thing was hot. Felt like I was back in the pen wearing it.
Speaking of being back in the pen, you, soon.
It's not a nice thing to go calling them.
What would you call them?
I can't say. I learned a long time ago not to go talking about the things I like. Talking about it just seems to get people's dander up.
Answer the goddamn question, Rooney, before I brain you.
See what I mean? Short answer is yes.
You have any preference regarding rope, Eli?
I know a good rope from a bad rope, if that's what you mean. That's not what you mean, is it?
It's not helping your
Any old rope
case.
will do me fine.
Farm boy like you, Eli, must prefer McGay for roping. Am I right?
I prefer braid. You tie a hitch and braid, it stays tied.
You killed Mrs. Muller and stole her jewelry.
That ain't so. I ain't done nothing like that.
Can you bring me the file? No way. Nope. Can you identify?
You have no job and nowhere to live by the smell of things, and you need money. You've been in trouble before, Eli. Who do you think a jury will believe?
I've been in trouble for other things, but I ain't never killed no one. I saw that car coming to the parking lot late last night. Man got changed there and then put his coveralls in the trunk. I saw him drop the butterfly in the lamplight and he strolled out, cool as you like. And I went over and I picked it up.
What size boot do you wear, Eli?
Kind of like anything I can get my hands on. I'm wearing 11s.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
You're maybe 5'5", 5'6" tops. And you wear size 11s? I don't think so, Eli.
That might be on the large side. Maybe 10s.
Maybe 8s.
Now that I come to think of it.
Why punish children with your iniquity, Eli?
Do you think I was never punished?
You must know what you're doing is evil.
Well, son, nobody's perfect.
Eli Rooney, I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Deirdre Muller.
You want to put me back in the stir that badly, boy? You go ahead and try. I'll beat that rap. I ain't a killer.
You probably will. I mean, if the system was actually fair, you probably would. To be fair, you're not gonna. It's just system not fair. So why are you still not fair? That had to be an interesting pitch to get a guy to
Phelps, Galloway.
go to a casting call for.
Congratulations are at hand.
Hey, do you want to play the pedophile? Like he's charged with murder even though he didn't do it?
Receive a commendation for this one, gentlemen. In the meantime, I'll speak to the DA about expediting the passage of the case. We need swift and merciless justice for poor Deirdre.
Love it. It's beautiful. It's poetic. I did fuck up 2 questions though. Let me expect a warm welcome from Captain Donnelly and the District Attorney. Goddamn right. Distinguished. I'm going to call it there, however. Have a good night, anybody that stopped by. Thank you for doing so. If you didn't stop by, and you're just watching it back, cool, thank you.